Hey guys, Spirit
with
here.
the main
Welcome back to the
six
channel. Today we have our
390.
Wrestlemania reaction, not really a reaction, more of a replacement off of our prediction video, which if you have not seen, go watch that before. It's us predicting the results and the quality of the matches listed on the WrestleMania 40 card. This is about a week later. In fact, it is Tuesday, April the 16th when we were filming this. Um, so it's been about a
Central
week.
time.
Doesn't matter which time. Uh,
Central time.
don't dox yourself. It's been about a week and 1 day. We've seen the most recent Raw, and we'll get into that later. But here we have my list and RM's list. As you can see based on the color coding. Um, our tiers, we have changed the tiers up because my tiering was god awful last time. So here we have.
I even told them
So
it's classic, incredible, great, good, decent, eh. So
yep.
first match, Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley.
Uh,
Rhea Ripley is going in great. I enjoyed the fight. Lots of riptides, lots of banging, lots of ults being put off, lots of kickouts in last seconds. Didn't use any weapons, I don't think. I don't think they
it was
used any
illegal.
weapons, but oh well, yeah. I just thought it was a pretty good match. It's like
Yep.
the middest you can get, I
It's
guess.
it's mid and you
It
put it
being
in
good.
great.
It's the middest and it's great.
Okay. My I honestly think this match was. Can I drag it? Holy. Oh, my bad. I think this match was good. I don't. Bro, this lag. Alright, I think the match was good. Maybe actually I'll put it in great too. I think that the combination of both fighters not being at 100 rumor milled um was a good thing that both of them were able to perform really well. It had all the action. It had both fighters really looking like both fighters or wrestlers really wanted to put each other out, and neither of them could really do it. Besides the creativity in the move set, the really going out there to get it, both of the fighters put themselves on the line. I do like to see it. I think that it's a great match. Probably my least favorite great match coming up, but it's one that will. Actually, I'm gonna move it in good. I'm gonna move it down to good. I think there's better matches on this card, but I think it was a really good opener that it had a lot to mean. I just don't like the matchup really. The story didn't really, you know. But yeah. Next up. Oh yeah, we didn't say the winner. Rhea won. Rhea won. Rhea retained.
They're
Um,
watching the video, they're gonna know who won.
yeah. It was just letting you know. I was okay with them with Rhea winning. In fact, I wanted Rhea to win. Um, Arn, would you like to have a tangent real quick about Rhea?
I'm good, fam.
Okay, good. Next up is the six-pack ladder match with the winners being Austin Theory and Grayson Waller and an awesome Truth. And I think this match was incredible. From the opening start, it was going. There was a lot of rampage, a lot of ladder action. I think that our Truth was the funniest person in the ring by a large margin. He really sold the show a lot. I think that the early grab by A Town Down Under was a little strange to have them get there so quickly, but I think that the the real standoffish of the rest of them trying to get that one title was really good. I think that even the improvisation from people like Damian Priest when it came to the ladder being broken was a really nice touch that they kept going regardless of how bad conditioned some of the things were. They were going to make the most out of it. I think it was an incredible match. What about you?
Yeah, that shit. That's up with shit.
No, wait, you can't put that. Why'd you why'd you make that a new tier, dude?
I
Oh,
made a tier for this one. I'm joking. It's
yeah.
it's in good tier. I didn't like the winners.
Remaining has this thing where he bases them whether off they have what the whether they have a good winner or not a lot of the time. And this was one of the ones that had a questionable winner or two questionable winners in his eyes. I was okay with Awesome Truth winning. Eight Town Down Under, not really, but I haven't seen much of them going yet, so I hope that they do something with it. Uh,
Mm-mm.
Next up, you want to start?
Next is the Mexican fight.
Dominic.
Dragon Lee wasn't even
Yeah.
in this,
Oh
homie.
yeah, it
So
was in. It was Andrade. Um,
I'll put it in these good behind the ladder match.
I think. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't
This
even know what happened in this fight.
this match really got carried by the ending of the fact that Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson came out, but even then, it's still like a decent match. It was nothing special. It's the standard tag match on a WrestleMania card that you don't expect to perform, but it had something that went a little wild. I think that without that, the match would have been like but I think that it kept it in decent. Um, Next up, honestly, one of the biggest disappointments of WrestleMania is the Uso the Uso match, because this match was a snooze fest, dude. I feel so bad. I'm gonna put it in I think it's exactly what I said the issue was, is that it was too similar, that the whole match was basically super kicks over and over and over and over and over and over, and it didn't really bring anything. Honestly, the part in the part that the Usos had later in WrestleMania was more, what honestly was cooler than the entire match that they had. Honestly, I didn't really enjoy this match a lot. I think a lot of people share that sentiment, but yeah, it's going in for me.
It have been indecent, but it can fall down. I need to see what the other matches. Where to put the other matches at?
Well, you go ahead and have it. You have an match right there. You're up next.
Oh, Kabuki Warriors versus
Damn it! It's Damage Control versus Jade Cargill, Naomi, and
Tribal
Bianca Belair.
Chiefs.
Yeah, Tribal Chiefs.
I'm putting that in, literally nothing happened, and that shit was so one-sided.
Yeah, this it's simple.
Honestly, I wish I got to see more out of Damage Control because
Yeah,
Damage Control kind of like falling down a
the
little bit, you know.
literally it's so upsetting. I'm a Damage Control fan, and this match literally was a 1v3 from all three members of the other team. They 1v3'd every single one of them. It was so boring to watch. The second that Bianca 1v3'd and then Naomi came out and 1v3'd, it felt like Jade was going to win in like 2 seconds. And Jade won in 2 seconds. Um yeah. It's really bad. It was maybe the worst fight on the card. Probably the worst fight on the card. Um and I know we've been doing this back and forth thing, but RM, this is a special match to you. Would you like to talk about Sami Zayn versus Gunther?
No, I'm joking.
Okay.
I don't think Sami Zayn should have won this match. I liked it a lot. It might go in incredible or it's gonna go in classic. Why not? No, it's gonna go incredible. It was a really good match. I enjoyed it. I thought Sami Zayn was gonna lose because there's really no reason for him to have the title. But what you call it? He had a good reign, you know. Gunther, I respect my man. He's a good title holder. And then on Monday Night Raw on 4/15/2024, Sami Zayn had a match against Chad Gable. He kind of dominated that match, I think. I really wasn't paying attention that
I
much.
don't
He
know.
did pretty decent. The crowd was all up for that shit. It was a terrible match in my opinion, and then Chad becomes a little bitch. So I'm putting
Yep.
that in incredible.
Yeah. This had the potential to be one of the that to be the best match on the card. In fact, I don't think it. When I was rating this match, I rated it pretty low actually. I put it. I said it was going to be a decent match because I didn't think it. I didn't think Sammy could win, but this match was funny, entertaining, and like a really good matchup that basically every both of them pulled out the stops and both of them were getting like into each other's heads and cocky and all that. Gunther doing stuff that he wouldn't normally do, and then Sami Zayn having a spaz on the canvas was super funny in the moment.
Oh, we were
Yeah,
watching it with the group
yeah,
too.
we did a watch party. We would have recorded our reaction, but we were doing a watch party. But yeah, he was like basically spazzing on the thing, and then he did a brainbuster off the top rope, which was super cool. And honestly, it felt like it felt disingenuous to have the match end with a haluva kick based on that. But I think that it was a really good match. Had like fight of the night potential, even probably did have fight of the night potential, and
But
probably
then
had
Roman Reigns
yeah,
came down.
final fight of the card potential, but just a little short because of some matches later. Um, and
Just say it's Roman Reigns.
going into some matches, here is one that we kind of, I don't know if we overrated,
What
but
even happened this
yeah,
fight?
this is where they were kind of just fighting each other outside the ring, and they were
Oh, and they spanked each other.
yeah, well,
Okay, it's gonna
so
go incredible behind the Sami Zayn fight. That's why I'm putting
yeah,
it.
I think that this was one of the better matches on the card. In fact, one of the best matches on the card. The fact that it was so wild because out the gate it was two different 1v1s between Cody and Roman and Seth and Rock, and they were basically fighting in the stands around the people, and it was so cool to see all this happening at once, and the fact that it was genuinely a good match with was I don't believe. Ooh, my bad. I don't believe there was bloodline interference outside of those two. Um, so it was a good match because no bloodline interference. Rock and Roman did win, like we projected. Um, but yeah, I think that this was one of. It was a great way to start off the match, and honestly, I had high hopes, and I'm glad that it stood up to them. I just don't like the fact that Rock Bottom was not the Rock Bottom, the People's Elbow ended the match. That move is corny and pretty bad. Um, but one important thing that did happen is that it did set up for Seth Rollins having a knee injury going into his match versus Drew McIntyre to open night
This
two.
is day two.
Yep,
Okay.
into day two. Would you like to talk about it?
So this match was at like great, and then it became incredible, and then it went a little up, and then it went a little up again, and then a cash in happened. I'm putting
But
it in incredible.
do you not remember what happened in this fight?
What?
It was an oat fest. That was what it was.
Oh yeah, I love old. Hold on, hold on. I love that shit. I
Yeah,
put that in incredible.
yeah,
Better than the Sami Zayn fight just because the cash in. You
yeah,
should have heard us.
yeah.
I
I
wish we had a reaction of,
I'm a
of us yelling.
I'm a big Damian Priest fan, and I was so happy to see that happen.
No, I feel bad for Drew McIntyre because I feel like Drew McIntyre deserves to
Yeah,
have a title, but it's like the same thing with Damien.
yeah. One thing I'm gonna put it in great. I think that the match itself was fairly boring. Honestly, it almost ended out the gate with a claymore, which would have been devastating. But I think that for all things aside, I think the fact that Seth Rollins was injured, going into the match was kind of a downside. I'm kind of upset about that. Could have been a better match without that. I think it would have been incredible. Um, the cash in happened, and I think it was so cool the fact that the moment was made because of Drew McIntyre and CM Punk's beef. That I think it's a great setup and a great moment. And Damian Priest doing what he did was incredible, and I'm glad we did predict that. We got that right. It was pretty obvious, but I think that Damian Priest is a really good heavyweight champion, and I think it is a good setup. I feel bad for Drew, but um, yeah,
No, you
things
don't.
things happen. Uh,
You don't.
you want
You
to just get
don't
this
give
out?
two shits about Drew.
Do you want to get this out the way? I
I
think
I just started this one too. I don't give two shits about this match.
yeah, this map was it was better than it might have been better than the other two. I think it actually was better than
It's better than the other tag team.
and I'm gonna say better than the Usos as well. I think that
It's
the
not better. Oh yeah,
the
it's not better than the
destruction
ladder match.
okay, well you have the ladder match super low, so that's your fault. But I think that it was super underwhelming. Super underwhelming. Maybe maybe it deserves a decent tier. I think I'll give it to that actually. I think that Bubba Ray Dudley actually did a lot for the match that wasn't there prior. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think that the fact that the match was between two people that didn't really deserve a WrestleMania spot, besides the fact that I would have liked to see other matches. Um, but hey, if this is what they could put together, this was the last match added. If that's what they could put together, then whatever. But yeah. Um, Next up, honestly, was another kind of disappointment a little bit was LA
Oh
Knight
my
versus AJ
god,
Styles.
dude. AJ Styles didn't do shit for that whole match.
He had some counters, and that's really all he had. He never hit.
Oh my
He never
god.
hit a
It's better than the
finisher.
Mexican match though, I guess. So I'm putting it in good.
Yeah, I'm gonna also put it in good.
Oh, actually, it's going in classic. My man gave out a Slim Jim
Oh yeah,
vehicle to an
he
old
gave out
lady.
a Slim Jim car, and some guy was deep throating a Slim Jim. Um,
Nah, it's
yeah,
good. It's in good tier.
yeah. I think that this match was really underwhelming. I like to see LA Knight. LA Knight's cool. AJ Styles didn't do a lot. It's really AJ Styles really just countered LA Knight's moves, and then that's all really he had. I mean, he never hit a phenomenal move, so who knows? Honestly, we're going into Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens. Um, once again, a retain. Logan Paul won. I'm going between incredible and great. I think that
Hmm?
I think that that is a
It's in great.
this is a good man. I'm gonna put it in great. I'm gonna put it above.
Is it better than Rhea's fight?
I'm gonna put it above Seth and Drew. I think that
I'm putting it
yeah.
behind Rhea.
I think that the chaos factor really did dividends to it. The fact that
Breathe.
speed was in the prime bottle was insane. I think that the Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, like how fast they split was kind of concerning. How fast Randy wanted to betray him, but it happened exactly like I said it. They were teaming up, and then they betrayed each other. Well, Randy tried to betray him, tried to go for an RKO. But yeah, an all in all good match. It had its moments, it had its flares, it had its stunt, it had everything. Honestly, at some point in the match, I didn't know who was gonna win, and then Logan Paul hit a highlight with how high he flew. It was insane. But yeah, it was a
And he cheated.
okay. Well, it's legal in that match. Um, but anyways, yeah. So it was insane. Randy also went for a punt again. Randy should have stopped going for punts. Every time he goes for punts, it gets countered. Um, yeah. Do you want to talk about this one?
What is it?
This Io Sky versus Bailey.
You got it.
Okay. Um, this match I seen people put in like incredible classic tier. Honestly, this match was not all that for me. I do like the story. I do like what it had. I think that the action wasn't on par with what really could happen, and it kind of felt like I knew that was gonna happen. That the story really didn't settle well. Well, the story did, but the like general fact of the fight was that it was Bailey injured for most of it, but I do like the countering. The countering was sick. These two were really well versed in a match, and they really had some
This
good.
WrestleMania had a
Yeah,
problem with everyone being injured.
yeah. A lot of people got injured, but I'm gonna put it good above LA AJ. I think that
Dude.
it was a good match. It had its moments, it had its flares, it had its story. It was a good match. I just don't think that it was as
Why
good
is
as
the
people
Street
say.
Profits so high?
That's
Oh, they had those crazy jumps. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's for you. But
I'm putting it in the same place.
yeah. Um,
Now,
yeah. This is,
people can
th-
both classic.
yeah. This is one of the best matches out of WrestleMania, debatably. One
Should
of.
have heard us
It was insane. This is one of the few
yelling.
times where overbooking has done wonders for a match. Um,
Yelling.
yeah. I had a pillow that I had to scream into so I wouldn't wake up my family or be too loud because it was insane. Seeing not only not only did we predict some of these things to happen, um,
Not only John Cena came out,
yeah,
I'm like, oh
yeah,
shoot.
yeah. So let's go ahead and run through the match just real quick. Normal match, normal starting. Roman does a crossroads, which was already insane, and then Cody does a spear, and then Cody does a
Lots of
spear.
cussing though
Yeah,
too. I
he
like that.
he
Yeah.
does the spear into the barricade like happened to Seth Rollins the night before. So already pushing storytelling, right? Um, and then what happened is that they had Solo Sikoa come out, right? Obviously, Solo's gonna come out. John Cena comes out and takes out Solo, to which The Rock comes out and takes out John Cena, to which um to which Seth Rollins in the Shield uniform comes out. He gets taken out, but he does have a chair trying to hit Rock in the back, which Roman takes him out. Um, into which Rock pulls out a belt to which to whip Cody with. And what happens? The lights go out and Undertaker music plays, and that is the moment that broke the stadium. It was
It broke
it was incredible. No, it was unpredictable. You thought I was gonna be I thought it was gonna be Glassrick. I thought it was gonna be Stone Cold. Probably couldn't get in contact with him, but Undertaker being there, dude, insane. It was so unpredictable. And when that happened, then Roman had a chair, and he had to choose between Seth and Cody, and he chose to hit Seth in the back with the chair, which is long-term storytelling to the max. That is incredible storytelling. Which costed Roman the match. Um, Paul Heyman screaming no really put the moment into perspective, and
no.
really, yeah, he was just
Well,
screaming
the
no. Um, and
but
I think that even better, some like all the people being happy for Cody in the ring, screaming, being all happy, the woes in the crowd. The crowd was so electric that night, way more than night one, which for good reason. And then with the Samantha, she couldn't even get the voice out, dude. She was crying. Everyone was so excited. Everyone was there. Everyone put their life into it. And honestly, big props go out to Seth Rollins. He kept his promise. RM thought he was gonna betray him. RM thought the betrayal. He thought the Shield. It was a good theory. But Seth Rollins was indeed Cody Rhodes' Shield. And honestly, big props to Seth Rollins. This was truly Seth Rollins, like, not to say it's his WrestleMania, but he was a big factor in it. So good job. Honestly, this is Triple H's first WrestleMania. It was incredible, especially the main event. What do you think? Did I explain it all? Did I do too much?
mm,
What honestly, I wish we had the recording of us screaming. The second that the Shield music hit, RM was electrically like shut. He was stunned. He was screaming. RM was, oh my god. And then it was just Seth Rollins, but this was a WrestleMania to see. And the biggest WrestleMania too. This is insane. Honestly. On uh do you want to sing praises to Seth Rollins? Would you like to do that?
mm.
Okay, well RM respects Seth Rollins now. Um into an aftermath of the WrestleMania, being Triple H's first WrestleMania, it was pretty good, but aftermaths, there was some uh bad things. Jimmy Uso has been betrayed by the Bloodline. Um, Bailey is having matches versus Naomi for the title. Rhea is injured and has to vacate the title. Um,
I don't want to talk about
in
that
a
in the video.
yeah, in a freak
I don't want to
accident.
talk about this.
Um,
No, Liv
did
Morgan's not a safe fighter.
it was a freak accident, dude. It wasn't her fault.
No,
It wasn't her
yeah, it
fault.
was.
It was not
She
her
doesn't
fault,
know how to do anything. She can't even
dude.
do a
She pushed
bump at
she
all. She
she
can't
put
even.
she pushed her into a wall. It's not her fault.
No, it is,
Anyways,
and
a
that's
lot
how
of
we're gonna end the
a
video.
lot of aftermath. Good thing. A lot of good storylines are coming from this. I'm excited to see how WWE goes forward. If y'all want to see some more matches, some more reactions, maybe some more gameplay, let us know in the comments. A video with my sister about guessing wrestlers um could be on the way soon. Let us know. We're gonna be getting back to registered programming. We have COD videos in the store. We have FNAF videos which need to be done. We're getting those out. Um, and then, yeah, if you have any suggestions in the comments or any wrestlers you want to see my sister try to guess, uh, sneak peek. She thinks everyone is Batista. So yeah, um, be prepared, be ready. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm Spirit. That's remaining. Peace.
Yeah.